The significance of I Corinthians 11:1 in Christian leadership and discipleship. I Corinthians 11:1 states, "Follow my example, as I follow the example of Christ." This verse, penned by the Apostle Paul, serves as a cornerstone in understanding Christian leadership and discipleship. With 2 decades of experience in content creation and theological study, I offer an in-depth analysis of this verse's implications for modern-day believers, especially for small church leaders and Christian educators. Historical and cultural background of I Corinthians 11:1. Written around AD 55, the First Epistle to the Corinthians addresses various issues within the early Christian community in Corinth. This port city was a melting pot of cultures and religions, which presented unique challenges for early Christians. Paul's directive to follow my example was a call for unity and consistency in faith practices amidst this diverse environment. He set himself as a living example of Christ-like behavior, emphasizing the importance of visual discipleship in a world lacking Christian tradition. Relevance in Paul's teachings. Paul's teachings often revolve around the imitation of Christ. By asking the Corinthians to follow his example, he was essentially bridging the gap between Christ's teachings and practical, day-to-day living. This verse encapsulates the essence of discipleship, learning through observation and imitation. Paul's life was a tangible manifestation of Christ's principles, making it easier for new believers to grasp and emulate these teachings. Application to contemporary faith practices. For modern-day small church leaders and Christian educators, I Corinthians 11:1 emphasizes the importance of leading by example. Here are some actionable ways to embody its principles. Case studies of effective Christian leadership. Consider the case of Pastor John, a small church leader in rural America. By actively participating in community activities and demonstrating Christ's love through service, he effectively attracted and nurtured new believers. His mentorship programs, which paired seasoned Christians with newcomers, resulted in a more cohesive and spiritually mature congregation. Another example is Sarah, a Christian educator who integrated biblical principles into her curriculum. By exemplifying Christ-like patience and kindness, she inspired her students to adopt these values in their daily lives, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Impact of discipleship and mentorship within church communities. Research indicates that effective discipleship and mentorship can significantly enhance spiritual growth and community cohesion. A study from the Barna Group reveals that churches with strong mentorship programs report higher levels of member engagement and spiritual maturity. These communities often experience increased volunteerism, improved conflict resolution, and a deeper understanding of biblical teachings. Conclusion. I Corinthians 11:1 is a pivotal verse that underscores the importance of exemplary leadership and discipleship in Christianity. By embodying the principles of this verse, modern-day believers, particularly small church leaders and Christian educators, can foster a more vibrant and spiritually mature community. Through authentic living, consistent behavior, and dedicated mentorship, they can effectively guide others in their faith journey, creating a lasting impact on their communities.